Well, I'm chatting with Reuben and Billy of Reuben and the Bullhorn Singers. You guys have a new record coming out today, All These Roads. Gentlemen, how are you guys?
Yeah, pretty
Good,
good.
good.
Really looking forward to the release of the record and getting a chance to dive through it this weekend. Getting to record together as a group on All These Roads and record tracks like the single we've heard, Powerful. What has the experience been like for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, it's been incredible because it's been so different than what we normally do. Um, I mean, 10 years into playing music and making records, the first time I got in a studio with Billy, I just got these, goosebumps that kind of felt like my first day's recording. It felt like this newness where you're discovering something and you want to show all your friends, and it just had that like childlike excitement to me, saying like, hey, this is like a whole new thing we get to do together that just felt electric. So it's been a really exciting thing to like carve out time and actually get to sit with Billy and the Bullhorn Singers and write music together too, not just perform, like sit in the studio and flesh out new songs. Yeah, it's been great.
I think I'm just reflecting on the greatest, most beautiful, wonderful times I have singing with the band is behind the stage, getting ready to go on stage and walking out there and hearing those first notes and trying to get my mind and my heart and my spirit into the feel of the vibe of the energy of the room of the people there, but also trying to bring people into our world with our singing. Hey, so yeah, those are my most favorite times. The music. Uh, I just love music, and any way I could sing, I'm gonna go with it, and that's the good part about this collaboration is we really enjoy playing together, and it's been really good.
We've seen you guys live here at the X Studios, and the sound that you guys can create together is just unbelievable. Um, Ever since your guys' first performance together, how has that partnership kind of evolved between, essentially two groups coming together?
Well, we didn't really know what we were getting into when we first started playing together. It was very impromptu. Didn't I mean, we didn't even know we were about to play a show together when we played the show together. It was just throwing it on a stage. So to come all the way from there to then being able to carve out time to say, what would this sound like if we wrote together? Not just if they joined us and, sang background vocals. Um, so now, I mean, we called it a collaboration a long time ago, but now it feels like a real collaboration. We're in the studio together, we're writing songs together, we're sharing in all of the things that are a part of being in a band. So it's come a long way, and I mean, I consider I consider my band family, but now our family is just like extended, and it's really beautiful to see the connections and friendships that have come between
Mm.
not only Billy and I, but like everybody in the band. Like we have quite a crew when we get on the road, and I like, yeah, backstage at a show, I'll look around and be like, what a special, like, eclectic group of friends and family that we've created together, and everyone cares about each other and supports each other. It's pretty awesome.
It's quite the size for the crew, both people who are on stage and probably behind it these days. Is it a little different? Kind of expanding. Like, do you have to upgrade from traveling in a certain size van to a bigger van? you know?
Well, I mean, for the proper tour, we've kind of got it down, I think, to eight people. You know, which is bare bones. But I don't know how many people are backstage at our proper shows, like when the whole crew comes out. It's a lot. It's like I've played shows to fewer people than are in our entourage.
It's pretty wild. And going into these recording sessions for this record, you kind of both touched on it a little bit earlier. Does it change the writing process for each of you guys? You know, Trying to feel each other out on like how can we do an album in this sort of way, or does it become like a really exciting collaborative experience in a new way to create a new sound because it really is bringing two different, sounds together into one.
I mean, I think from my perspective with it, I know how I normally do all of these things. Billy is coming in, not really being a recording artist in the past, and and so I think maybe I was more aware of how we could really do it differently. And that came a lot from like all the songs are the drum is the heart of it. It's all built around like, okay, rhythm. Um, all built around Billy's melodies that he would, bring in, or whoever in Bullhorn, because it's, there's a mix of everyone in the room. Um, so we would take, you know, all of these songs. Powerful was the only one maybe where I had written the chorus and I had a bit of an idea of like, oh, this could be a really good one. But normally I bring in all of the songs. They're all done and then we kind of collaborate on some of the music. This one there was nothing aside from a chorus and we went in and together just kind of put our heads down and built it all and recorded it. It also happened in a very short amount of time. Like we only had a couple days in the studio and it all just
Wow.
fleshed out.
And Billy, for you in that experience, like Ruben was saying, new to maybe the recording thing, how was that experience and finding the kind of meshing of the group there?
Yeah, it's all around the drum. Same thing that Ruben said. You feel an energy. Um, anytime I make music, like I compose songs for our powwow songs, and it's the same process. It's like getting your mind into a place where you're feeling and you're bringing out what you're going through in your regular life, a lot of the melodies that I make, it's an expression of the mood I'm in at that time, hey? And so
Yeah.
it's a lot of meditating to get to a place to be able to create something that you hope people will relate to, you know? So it's not exactly saying, a lot of my songs aren't really saying words, but it's vocables, it's vibration, and it's giving out this vibration. And so a lot of times I just want to trust and just bring out that vibration and that melody to hopefully, people could resonate with that. So that's kind of the same process I bring into the studio. We're new to sitting in the studio and creating, but it's like get my mind in a place where it's going to create and feel and give energy. And so it's the same process I do anywhere in making composing songs.
Yeah, it really is cool, like the first time I heard you guys live, like the mix, like the between everything that you guys can put into the music. So that's great. And you guys are taking that on tour as well this spring. For this
hmm
upcoming tour, you guys are going to make stops across Canada and a bunch here in Alberta. What was it like to get the opportunity to book dates in First Nations schools and reservations?
It'll be an experiment, and I think in both Billy and I's hearts, there's this a desire to connect with the youth for different reasons. I think it'll be great. It takes it's we're on a stage often and as like a lead singer and wanting the world to always be looking at me, it's nice to give the ego a break sometimes and say, well, what can I do for someone else? And I think being around kids and youth uh and especially indigenous youth, it's very grounding I mean we're making relationships and friendships between the two bands, but it's cool when the communities can start doing that too. And I hope that, yeah, maybe we're leading by example a little bit with how you can go out of your way and try to do small things to make positive differences in other people's lives.
It's a way to I guess speak to indigenous youth in a way that can help them to be themselves in a contemporary world. Hey, so
Yeah.
it's like here's what we're doing with music, and we're still singing traditionally, but in a different area, But we can still be who we are, and anywhere we want to go in the world, we can still be who we are, and just be ourselves. A lot of times, indigenous people go through culture clash and culture, shock when they leave the reserves. And so I just want kids to see us, healthy, functioning in a different world. And so I just want to be positive, be a positive role model. That's my whole happiness behind going to reserves to perform, is just letting kids know they're gonna be all right.
Totally. And, it's very cool, like, especially in your younger years, if you ever have the opportunity to interact with somebody who, brings something like that to your school. Like, growing up here in Calgary, I remember like the Calgary Flames and stuff would make stops at my school when I was like 5 and 6. I was like, this is the
Hmm.
coolest thing ever. And to be able to bring that with this awesome music project, it sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the idea too. I mean, if I had something like this visit me when I was young, it would probably change the course of my life. And I like doing it with us too, because we're still doing the thing. Uh, and I think it's I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. I think it's a pretty rad thing to show up in a school and listen to what we're doing, in a very genuine way. We don't have any intentions behind it. We're not trying to sell something. We
Yeah.
just want to show the kids like something cool, and the collaboration and the indigenous, non-indigenous elements of it. I think we're also modeling like friendship, and
Mhm.
relationships and collaboration and like helping people think outside boxes. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm stoked on it.
Heading into the tour, Ruben, I got to ask, how is the leg doing?
Oh yeah. It's probably at 80%. I'm walking around, exercising lots. I've been surfing a couple times. There's a lot of things that I'm not able to do still, but um yeah, no, I'm recovered. I think the last 20% is gonna take me some time though.
It's like any injury, right? Like you sprain your knee or something, and you'll probably still be feeling it for a really, really
Yeah,
long time, right?
yeah,
So
yeah. This is a bad one.
getting the opportunity to still perform on that leg, was that a little different for you last year?
Yeah, it was very difficult. I remember Billy and Sage carrying me up a set of stairs in a wheelchair. And I was like, man, I'm glad I got like, I don't know, of all of the people we could be playing shows with, we got a couple strong men in the group that really, I mean, and even like, no, I'd never want to do it again, but there was something really humbling about it because I remember getting carried onto the stage by you guys, and I remember like Billy's wife Tish standing behind me, almost guarding over my energy. I was in a really, really rough place, and I was trying to hold it all together for the group. And I've never felt that kind of reciprocal. It was hard for me to get there, but I knew it was important for everyone. And then everyone just took care of me, like beyond. I don't know. I feel very grateful, and also felt like I was like, wow, look at this group of people that we've put together.
You had your Dave Grohl experience with that a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, just not as stylish. I was like in hospital clothes,
No throne,
wheelchair, no throne. Yeah, just pain medication.
Oh my goodness. So going into the release of this record, which is out today, All These Roads, what do you guys find like is the most important thing that people who are listening to this record can take from it?
I think personally, we just put a lot of heart into it, and I hope that they can hear that and feel it, and also maybe be inspired by hearing some sounds and some styles of music and singing that they've never heard before.
I just want people to hear us, hear this collaboration and see how we did it. And at first of all, people are going to be listening and saying, "Oh, I wonder how this sounds. I wonder what kind of product we're going to get out of this collaboration." It's a powwow group and a folk rock, music group. So that's going to be people's first impressions. But then after that, I want people to feel that energy. I want people to feel that I keep saying this is like, I'm gonna bring you into our world now. So I want people to come into the ceremony, sit down, close your eyes, listen, and feel and interpret the vibrations and the music, however, in the most positive way. We just want to give out good energy to everybody so that they can you know, we all go through our daily hardships. Hopefully they can just not think about those for the time they're listening to our music. Hopefully it's healing. Hopefully it's giving out good energy.
Very nice. Well, I'm so excited for you guys to get to go on this tour. You guys are going to be making stops in Edmonton, Calgary, and Red Deer. And yeah, just so stoked to it. Hopefully, I will see you guys at those shows.
Yeah, hopefully.
It'll be fun.
Oh, I can't wait. Congrats on the new
All
record,
right.
guys.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.